I missed streaming yesterday, unfortunately, and it's kind of late today, but I definitely not skipping this weekend. I have too much I'm excited to uh, get done. First, actually, I'm just going to quickly show something I did in my notes off stream. I made a rough copy of the sun's map with a couple of features on it. We'll come back to that later, but I'm just showing that I did that. I have puzzles I think I can solve, some meta puzzles. But before that, I definitely know the solution to the one enchantment I have available. Now, I had notes on this. That's not correct notes. Here we are. All of this is wrong. I also had another thought. I had of yore. I was thinking perhaps that means a Caesar cipher. Um, shift some other letters left a few places, but that was nothing. My entire problem with this puzzle was thinking that it's a cryptic crossword clue. It's not. There are no indicator words in here. There is no straight clue in here. It is a single type of wordplay. Now, I did actually spend a while during the week trying to do cryptic crosswords because I was still assuming that well, it was on Monday really. I spent a while on Monday trying to do some cryptic crosswords to remind myself of indicators and types of wordplay used in them. And partway through, I found a type of wordplay that I had been forgetting. And I remembered this clue and I realized exactly what the answer is. Also, let's see, just find the correct letters. I thought that the phrasing this clue might help. Phrasing clue to the puzzle might help, but it doesn't really. This is a single type of wordplay, and in fact, all the letters that we need are there, but it's not an anagram. It's an acrostic. And that means we can proceed. We've only got 2 enchantments left before we fill in the sun's map, so I'd like to get that done. Now we're at dancers, which dancers is 3 of cups. So before that was couple, which is 2 of cups. So goes here. Why did you not? Okay, there. Bring up the minor one for this just because and doesn't really matter, but it's nice to see the the design that this is referencing. Here we go. We've already met, yeah, we've already met the Queen of Cups, so actually we've already dealt with that errand. How many? The phrase is words, 4 words. Maybe, maybe, probably. In which case, maybe, unlikely. Probably. Likely enough. Go with that for now. I'm making a lot of assumptions right now. No, I think I need to take this apart and see what else I can make. Possibly. Hmm. Not considering the letters that I've got left. Just move things again. Made too many assumptions. Don't have any letter that will fit there. That does have to be a blank between these. Let's just put this somewhere for now. It does have to be a blank. Does it? So one of these. This. That's does have to be of then. I think. So it is going to be paired with it. Right, yes, can't move this piece. Not seeing any way this could be right, though. Really struggling. There isn't any way to fit a letter between the F and the H. These pieces does have to be two words. But I can't see what word I could possibly make starting with HO. This is out of the question. Uh, what? Okay, this one is a real struggle. Let's go back to what we already have. I mean, that is that even possible? No, no, there's no. This is technically possible, but no. Not technically possible. Impossible by just letters. Yes, this really does have to be the. Well, it have letters before there. Um. Not expecting to be struggling this hard with one of these. I think that does have to just be the... I can't see any other options. Hmm. Yes. Okay, well if that's there, then it's to be blank space on the side. Probably has to be that, but okay, this is a bad sign. I do not remember how I did this just a minute ago. Okay, today is going to be a struggle. I do not remember what I did. Apparently I should have trusted it because it must be the only way to get blank space on either side. No. Did I really have a solution for this part of... Can't see how I could have. I've turned stupid. I'm very close to just looking at the video of what I just did. In fact, I'm going to do that. What is wrong with me? Why couldn't I see that anymore? Oh dear. Okay, great start. Apparently I'm going to do some really good puzzling today. Surely has to be this. Okay, we're getting places finally. Oh, why was that so hard? I want to pretend that none of that happened. That is indeed Rainbow of Hope. Okay. So 10 cups. Okay, well I know what that's about. That's about the seeds that the Knight of Pentacles had. Which were wheat, rice, and corn. Well, it says the food, and wheat is not normally eaten as a food, so that might be bread, rice, and corn as the answers. Well, this shouldn't be too bad a theme for a word search, at least. And this is the last one. 26. yeah. That's interesting. Have there been 26 in every word search? Hold this thought. Find a word search. Not this. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 20, 21, 23. It's definitely not 26 in there, sorry. I thought this might be something. Take another look at the clues. Any of them? Yes, some of them do start with same letter. Okay. Well, that might be something because it was specifically 26. Any chance that I'm going to do this in one pass without missing any? Probably not. Definitely not. I have not got enough space to. Uh, okay. quite likely to have missed short colours. Really, there are 3 left in here. I don't suppose there's any chance that the colours I have. That sounds ridiculous. Would quite like to start talking about the sun's map, but I'm this close to having the whole map. So I really want to finish it first, especially as that's quite likely to give me somewhere to start entering the lost treasures. Rum's not a colour too, right? I don't think so. Oh, there's yellow. I've been looking for that for a while. Oh, didn't see page. Okay, we're just down to 1. It's probably going to be a common. I just couldn't see. I haven't put red in anywhere. There's probably red in here somewhere. I put some shades of red in. Okay, let's specifically see if there's red. Hmm. That's very short and would be easy to miss. Yes, I've never heard of the colour. How would you even say that? Coulipibur. Yes, this is the final enchantment to finish the map, and then I can really get into the juicy puzzles. Which I could make, I could work on right now, but I want to finish the map. Oh, uh, okay, I've got an excuse for that one. It's because it's spelled Grey here. Um, and not a merchant. And it's the Nine of Cups, not in bold. Nine of Cups. Just have a magic word. Okay. And now we should have everything on the map. Okay. Okay. Now, let's bring up the thing I prepared offline. And let's zoom in. First off, let's get last part of the is that right? Absolutely not. Guess I didn't save the correct pen. Well, let's try to vaguely match the size. Much, much bigger. Is big enough? No. About that. Okay, what's here? Um, good enough. Probably good enough. Anyway, the really interesting part is actually these places for letters. Well, that's what I've determined they are. I'll On that in a minute, we've got have 7 and okay, well, let's just start by getting the correct tip for my stylus to do this. I'm going to mess this up a lot. This is part of why I did all of this offline. All the rest of this offline. That's already messed up actually. Not really sure how useful doing it on the map is, but I want to. Now this one. Just save that so we don't have to redo that if I mess up. Really use snap to grid right now, but DrawNote does not have that to the best of my knowledge. How did I even make all that disappear? I didn't. That was a bug. At least I think it was a bug. One is... yeah... That's no good. That I am going to have to fit. I'm going to be putting letters in here. That's what I've determined. And I have some idea about what letters. It would probably help if I had zoomed in on this a bit. Late to be realizing that. Hold up. Yes, that is correct. Let's draw that line and then zoom in. That a little. Yeah, it works. I guess this is significantly easier zoomed in. Yes, I know about the crackling. I'll deal with that in a minute. If I can, anyway. And let's erase part of this. Good enough. Okay. Now, we're not actually going to start with that one. I have very high confidence that all of these are going to have an appropriate number of letters from keywords either mentioned at these locations or referenced in some way at these locations. Now, let's take a look at the updated instructions. Yeah. 11 additional clues. Well, I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, we can go directly to parts of the story now from the map. Expected that to be the case. And we have a much more convenient shortcut to go to the map. Okay, we'll be doing that in a bit, but first let's work on the things we can already do. If we do that, I think we're just going to put in return. That's not an R. That's not an E, I mean. Now, quite how we're going to use letters in this grid, I do not know yet, but I'm very confident, expected to fill in the grid from the story. Okay, and next here, bad yam. Oh, would you look at that? Down the first column, we already have a word, Ruby. Okay, that's looking very promising. However, the following columns are not. Well, new anyway. Rat, why? Wish I was a bit more energetic today, but what can you do? Real struggle to stream this weekend. Oop. Okay, well, I would expect all of these letters to be significant, but we have got Ruby Ring down two of the columns, which happen to just be acrostic. Let's see about the next one. Words of the four who precede me. Okay. I think I already had one the names of the lost treasures. Well, I guess another problem is going to be where exactly they go in the book of both. Because I do not think that they have unique lengths. But we'll see. We'll see. Or so just await me, and that will indeed be half of this. So that sounds right, although that's not necessarily all that the hint means. Well, we'll put them in and see what we get. Should change to the other stylus typically more comfortable. Okay. really wanted to get started on this this weekend so that I could have more ideas before the next session, because obviously 14 treasures is not going to be a single session. Don't even know where to find 14 treasures. That's terrible. That um, well, we have sapphire, but it's not going to be the full name of a treasure. Hmm. Ignore this one for now. This one's going to be complicated, clearly. Yes, I've been wondering for a very long time what to do with QM and ZA. Do not have to look those up. Blood of a Man, pass by 10. That was pass. The 10 of Swords. Blood on the Spirit on the weapon of the outnumbered warrior. That was bow. From Dead Warrior and the Warrior. Giant wheel stood near the pyramids. 3 mystical words, one atop the other. Okay, that's going to be a bit trickier, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here near the pyramids. Unfortunately, there's nothing here. Well, maybe there's something on the card of the Wheel of Fortune in the manual. My guess. Wheel in Fortune's enchantment was the game of both. Doesn't seem like that's going to be related. Let's just actually check that all of these match. Yes, this looks fine. Oh, okay. We have clues about which treasures which. So in the Kingdom of the Pentacles is presumably the something sapphire. It's only a 4. It's only a 4/8. Do we already have it? Star Sapphire. It's the Star Sapphire. A. Queens are confused. Queens are confused. In the Kingdom of Wands, that was the ruby. That would be the ruby ring. Half of 6 is disguised. I don't know what that's going to be about. Mystical chant disguised. Knights and pages are confused. Yes. Maze of Wands is disguised. Yes, there was something at the Maze of Wands saying that we should have found one of the lost treasures if we made our way through the maze. Hierophant is disguised and confused. If justice be done within the Kingdom of Swords, well, that's what we were at a minute ago. Let's just get back to that. How do I? Okay, well, we'll get back to that in a minute. Let's just take a look at the rest of these. Follow the straight path. Well, yes, obviously, all that nonsense. There was going to be something within the Kingdom of Cups, and 8 in the land are disguised. It's presumably about the 8 large letters on the map. Anyway, we want to go to here. So a man carrying 10 wooden, okay, 10 wooden staves saying it's haunting song again. I know what that is. Singer. Okay, well, we have magic. To be honest, looking at the rest of it, it's probably going to be magic sword. I'm not going to fill that in, even if that's correct. Right, can't. Interesting, we still have the option of clicking there, though. Where is it? It does look like that's going to be magic sword. And clearly we're going to get a phrase out of this. Okay, fill this one in a minute. I need a break. Let's just go back to the sun's map. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Now, we did the one that I already had solved. What I said I was going to look at. The one that I already thought I'd solved was wherever it was. The new window notes. It was starting with the Four of Cups. The Hierophant. Four others have come before you. Okay, so look at where was it? One was the one that mentions the Hierophant. Keyboard controls again. There's no way to. Can't go down as far as I can tell. Hierophant is disguised and confused. So. Oh. I was expecting this one to be a 6-7. It's actually a 7-6 because that's this sequence of numbers which I thought would be an anagram. It was an anagram that I thought spelled out fellow dreamer. I have this swear in here. Not do it in. Did it not go to the scratch pad? I guess it didn't. It'd be needing this, I guess. Okay. It's not Dreamer Fellow. Wouldn't make sense. Disguised and confused. Well, disguised. One of these is going to be a keyword for cipher, and one of these is going to be a keyword for anagram, I think. These ones do not mention being disguised or confused, so they're plain text. Confused is probably going to be anagram. Mystic chant, that's the where is it? It's from the Eight of Wands. The 8-5, which is okay. Right, sorry, let's get back to what I was supposed to be doing, which is in the Kingdom of Cups. Actually, let's find out how long that one's meant to be. Swords within the Kingdom of Cups. We're looking for 7-5. Okay. Get back to the sun's map like that. Oop. Oh. And enter them here. Did not expect that, could I? Oh well. Oh, in that case, let's just transcribe them over to here. Oh, that makes it easier, doesn't it? It's actually showing. That's practically giving it away. Yes, well, let's just do this anyway. I was expecting this part to be harder. QM. That one's burnt memory up. Yeah. Us bow. Well, this is basically confirming it's going to be magic sword, but we don't have it yet properly. If I didn't actually want that, I wanted to go here. Wish the food of fertile seeds. Okay, well, let's see if that fits. I guess we'll do it on the map. Now, wasn't I think in order it was. Where was it? wheat, rice, corn. Okay, that fits perfectly. Well, kind of. This is looking bad. Didn't want me to enter them still as the anagrams did it. In which case, no, that's not helping at all. No. Uh, what does it say about? Does it just say? It just says within the Kingdom of Cups. So it does need to read something sensible. This does need to be something sensible. Uh, hmm. Okay, well, could it just be these words in a different order? Uh, such as wish, rice, um, try wheat. Not like that. Corn. Ugh, not looking good. Uh, hmm. On. Ugh. Okay, this is. Let's just put it in the original. Put back to this, even though it's not working. Leap and joy. Okay, that's a whole other problem. We do not have enough letters. Hmm. Okay. What about over here? Word of a star, word of the pyramids. Well, star said And the pyramids, there was nothing at the pyramids itself, but well, there was actually. But there were 3 letters and they were hex. So again, that would be 6 letters total, which is nowhere near enough. Huh. Hmm. Okay. Care, devil and despair. Okay, I am gonna write some stuff. Care. Dead. Why am I doing this in multiple text boxes actually? If I'm just noting the words. Spare grief. Okay. Oh, I did say it could be bread, not wheat, didn't I? Okay, well, how many letters total is that? So we have 17 top left, 6, 23, 35, 42 letters. How many spaces are there to fill? Yeah. 13. 25, 9, 3, oh dear. 47. Ah. Oh dear. Perhaps we should find out what it means about these additional clues, which I did not think would exist. Um, ooh, okay. Okay, so that's what it meant about the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Probably saying solve this like one of the Queen's puzzles. Maybe. Unless it's saying just put that in. It's probably saying just put that in. Okay, do that. Actually, turn to the map. But now we're allowed to enter that in. We knew that was going to be magic sword. It wasn't going to be anything else. So this is saying what all the all the parts we can interact with. Huh. Uh, just okay. I don't want to do this, but what happens if I type in a? Well, for one thing, if I typed in A, it went straight to C. Um, why did A become C? Why is B becoming Q? That's not the same as the code that's being shown here. Huh. Okay. Do we get the same thing? No, we get different codes, despite the fact they all look the same. Huh. Oh, well, that one's just reversing letters. I entered A, B, C, D there. No, it's another word search. Okay, okay. Ah, why did that? Okay, so it's resetting after I enter 8 letters. Curious. Okay. When did it say straight path? Okay, the straight path is 8 letters. Is it just a word search? It is letting me select anything. Hold up. I think I maybe. It's probably something different actually because no. Okay, that's justice. He did fast. Hermit. Hermit was directly all the straight path. Straight line may be the most difficult part. Oh, more, especially if you do not know where to begin. If nothing else, you must remember to locate a J and proceed from there. The advice of the hermit. Okay, that's probably, and yes, I have 7 steps, so okay. Get those on screen. I'll get those notes up. Where? Here we go. Now, there's a J, but need one that we can go 4 to the north and 7 to the west from, so neither of those. This one. No, we need to go much further west, so it can't be this one or that one. Question, maybe? Maybe? Let's see. Try starting from here first. Let's see what happens. Well, bad start. It's not going to be that. Just remind me. Straight path is okay. Just follow. It just says follow the straight path. Okay. Where was that J I just used? Here. Hold up. Is this scrambling it after every? No. 4 to the north, to the west. To the north. Oh, this is promising. 8 to the west. South. To the east. And 9 to the north. Okay. Well, that one's pretty easy. Checking what else we have. Okay, the maze is interactable. I thought that this would be something to do with looking at the maze as it is on the map. Okay, before we do this, okay, I don't see there are any special instructions there. Just find our way out. Hey, this is fun. This is funny. uh, no, I do not have anything yet. uh, Anything else in this room? Ooh, silver door. Hold up, did I just see something else? No, I just saw that door again. Oh, get past the leprechaun. Ninja Brute would be for the witch, probably. Mushroom. Knife for the knife is going to be the banshee. This is silly. More mushrooms. The key, that was... Oh, okay. Mystical spell of prowess. But also... Oh, no, I can leave. Uh-huh. Very noisy indeed. What did you want? We don't have brie. We don't have garlic. Presumably is what we're going to need. Already got everything from here, didn't? No, I did not. Have I been this way at all? Yes, I have. You want? Innover tree. Bark. Yeah, you want? A quartz crystal. Okay, fine. A mushroom. A cross. This is silly. I like this. Parsley. Parsley's rare? Who wanted that again? The nymph? No, no, no. You? Should be 3 pearls. Oh wait, no, you wanted 5 coins. So you wanted the pearls? We might have 5 coins. No. That was the silver door. Silence, okay. Noisy pixie. Noisy sprite, sorry. Yeah, that has to be 5 now. It's not. Who are you again and what did you want? Okay. And it's going to turn out that I was meant to be remembering some of this. Gold is here. Right, done. These special instructions. Oh, gone in. Got the inventory. Hmm. Uh, Not sure what I'm meant to be doing now. I'm going to wander while I'm thinking about it. All items have been used automatically so far. I have got this, but it doesn't look like we can use things from here. I actually have no idea why that worked. Okay. Okay. Uh, Interesting way of interpreting what I typed. Uh-huh. Now what do I do with all this stuff? Puzzled the fool. Let's see what this said about. No, no, the poison is proof for adventures. Okay, the Maze of Thorns is disguised, so yes, cipher. Well, before I was wondering about something the manual said, which is that each hint is only used once, and I thought, well, we've got the same cipher here 4 times, but apparently it's actually a different cipher. Times. Let's try this. I guess it's the closest one. XLP FYVX. Well, no. ENP. No. Okay. This one's quite long, it seems possible. XLP FYVX. No. XLP. Absolutely not. XLP FYVX. That's not an X, but this is the correct one. ENP AZ GZ J. Diamond bracelet. Okay, well that's easy enough, I guess. That was a fun, weird little dungeon, I suppose you'd call that. Maze of Pawns, disguised diamond bracelet. I don't know the actual answer for this one, but I'm going to put in what I had, which is, but except with the words reviews reversed, because I had fellow dreamer from that, but obviously that's wrong because it's not going to be dreamer fellow. But nonetheless, I'm just putting that in there so I know that I had something for that. What else have we got? Justice be done. Knights and pages. In the Kingdom of Cups, so that one's going to be hard. Fate in the Land of Disguised. Disguised meaning that it's going to be another cipher, so okay, we 8 letters in the land. Do we have them noted? Because we're going to need them noted. They are. What order though? Let's do it in order of the path, I guess. DR. D. U. F. I. No, I skipped one. I skipped B, Y. That V. I've missed one, haven't I? B, R. B, U. F. B. Y. U. Oh, okay, I just wasn't kind of U for some reason. Okay. Well, we've already used that one. D, R, B, F, B, U, Y, amethyst. Okay. What else have we got again? Justice be done. Justice. Okay, yes, the Emperor and Empress. Now I took that to mean removes letters of the Emperor from the letters of the Empress. Now we did that, one of the first things we did actually. Right, with Darb, File Shadow, 5 Circle, and I ended up with letters. But first off, let's go back to the map and the book. Where is it? Okay, this one does not say that it's confused, so it shouldn't be an anagram. We should be getting 6, 7. Hmm. Really? Hmm. Hmm. Not sure about that one for now. What else have we got? Knights and pages are confused, so that's an anagram. Now, these are the letters that show where there are knights and pages on the map. So if we look here, we've got that's a page, page of wands, etc. So wrote down. Now just check what's actually at them. But they do mention that does mention a letter here. However, I don't think that all of these are single letters. I think those ones coincidentally are. Yes, okay, it's got nothing to do with what's there. It's all to do with what's on the map, probably. So, knights and pages. What would that be? Is this we looking for a single 8-letter word or two 4-letter words? Two 4-letter words from this, probably. Uh, gold. Gold dust. Okay. And each clue's only used once, so let's should really have been crossing things off as I went. Half of 6. I don't know what that is yet. The Mystic Chant is disguised. Well, that one should be easy. Mystic Chant was here, and turns out we do not have to do solving for that ourselves. It will just be one of these. Let's try this one. Okay, not this one. Okay, good. Mahogany staff. Okay. Top of 6, queens and kings. The kings were meant to have 6 and 6. So all of the at every ace of a minor suit, for example, the cup gave a letter which was meant to be a symbol of the respective king. At the kings themselves, we had a letter on something each of them was holding, and on the map we have OERA. So we probably need to make probably need another anagram of all of these. So urban. Oh, that would use all of these letters, leaving these. What's that? Is that anything? Doesn't look like anything. Let me just quickly check that I've noted the correct letters. NZTU and yes. Those and various aces. Up. E as a sword. Sword. E. Go. E. One. Yes, yes, okay. All of those are correct. All of these are a material and then an object. Obviously, this one's wrong, and I don't know what that's going to actually be. Did that anagram incorrectly? Before I knew that it was 7-6. Nature? Z in there. That Z is very awkward. Um, hmm. I should definitely try to work out a six-letter word from here that includes the Z. Azure, that's only five letters. Um, huh. I'm just going to type all of these in some order. I'll type them in left to right. Just see if that helps me. No, what I'm going to do actually for now is just move on to another one. The queens are confused. Okay, well, from our notes, what we got? Queens, we have clack, have the RSC. Let's type these in. TRSC. Okay, so this is again going to be an anagram used. Hmm. Being bad at anagrams is be a problem. I don't want to think about that right now. What is the path of six even about? Path of six. Something to do with the sixes. Okay, well, we've got the archway, the 6. Between the 4, one of the man's lost treasures will be stored. Also, disguised means that it's going to be another cipher. That's the next 6. Okay. We've used that one, so it's probably not these 6s. Oh, right, no. The path of 6 is the thing we already did. Started, where did it start? At the Hermit? No, not the Hermit. Thief? Wasn't the Thief, was it? No, the Thief was where it ended. Ah, yes, here we are. It started at 3 ships. Yes, anyway, each of them gives a clue to the next one in the chain, but we already did the chain. So that's the chain. So that one, okay, must be this one. It's the only one left. Whoops. W K D E Z C Y H H A R W. Okay. Medallion. Justice be done. What was that again? Oh, right, yeah, the Emperor and the Empress. Take what is his from what is hers. Well, how's that not what I did? But it doesn't produce the correct number of letters if I do that. Let's actually take a look at the Empress again. Get off the marking. How long an answer are we looking for? 6, 7. So we're looking for 13 letters. Let's see how that's going to be 13 letters. I already tried dating all those letters from now. Leaves me with either 8 or 10 letters, and even if you add the original 7 back, that's too many. Maybe only remove them when they're in order. So that would be use another color for this. Probably that one will be unreadable, but see how it goes. Well, that's ambiguous, isn't it? No, I can't see. I haven't got an idea for how to interpret this for now. Back to the map. What else did we have? We had. Oh, yes. We've got the wrong number of letters for that, no matter how long I interpret it. I mean, right number of letters here is. Well, have we? We haven't checked this. 7 and 5. And, yeah, that is 12. Okay, well, maybe each of these words is meant to go in here somewhere. How would I know which one goes where? Okay, well, you have a variety of. Okay, well, maybe they go. Okay, let's try putting them in first place they fit. So, first free letter, second free letter. Then we have care, dead, and grief. Not looking very good, but let's just continue putting things in. We have leap and joy. Wish. Now it probably is wheat. That's not even the right number. Just a minute. Yeah, there are only 11. Hold up. That's right, we're missing a whole word. Word of a star, word of the pyramids. Hex, not the word of the pyramids? That is the work of the devil and despair. Maybe that is the work is meant to indicate something else. Don't know what though. Leaf and joy definitely. The food of fertile seeds. Well, maybe bread is another one. No, it's not, because I'm missing a 4-letter word. Okay, I should start marking off things that I've already dealt with. Letters on the map. Those. These were my attempts at deciphering this before I knew that I don't have to do that. What did I just do? Can't delete that. It's lagging a little, oddly enough. dealt with that now. Now, no, that's not. There's no point in trying to apply for that myself. It's definitely lagging. Weird. Yeah, ignore that. Delete that. Responding at all. Never mind. Go ahead. Night. Okay. Pages and nights. Pages and nights, haven't we? Yes, we dealt with the pages and nights. And that mystical chant, which again use the bow. We know where that was about. We've done that. Said that between the four, it's talking about kings, but it's not necessarily about kings here. One of the land's lost treasures will be restored. Maybe that's the path of. No, no, no. We already know what the path of 6 is about. Of these into bread. We don't have the queen solved yet, but we do know what it refers to, so just get rid of that. We're quite confident about the kings and the aces, so that's it. Now dealt with that, and we know what that's about. And that, and this. What that's about as well. What was 9 of Cups? Have we used that? I don't think we've used that at all. Don't know what that's about. Another queen here. An ace. It's not fellow dreamer. We still need to solve that anagram. Empress and emperor very much not solved. We've done this and done this, this, that, this. was not X, that was something we could only see once we had finished the sun's map. And what that's about. Queen, another ace. Another one, the path of 6. Whoops. Can I undo that, please? You know what grief is about, but I'm not going to off yet. Oh, I had the letters written there. And another one, the path of 6. Kings. Oh, I'm sure that's just me failing to do an anagram. 6. Search the land for 4 mystic spells. I don't think we've done whatever that's about. This is about the grid of letters, straight path. Okay, wait, so I mean 9 would be a 4-letter word, which would help, but why should I know that it's going to go into this grid? This was a hint to the free ships enchantment. For some reason, for I am the one who will save the land is a hint. I think obviously it's going to end up being 9, but the 9 is going to be why? Well, it has to be. I don't understand the logic. It has to be, but that does leave us with a bit of a problem in that I don't know the ordering of these. Okay, so wish is stated before the food of fertile seeds. Is there anywhere that we have 5 followed by 2 4s? Yes, here. So wheat, rice, corn. Just deleted care and leap. Although, as I've said, wheat could actually be bread. Uh, Now, Care, Dead, and Grief were said to be read with uh, said couple said words must be spoken with R's. Now, maybe that implies that they are actually going to be next to each other. That does not work. Does not work. Unlike the rest, I can't just put it in the cells that fall within the specific tile on the map. This in some way be relevant. The no. I was just thinking whether the ranks of the minor arcana which we got these clues could be relevant to the order. There are too many possible orders. There's no way that I'm expected to just guess. And furthermore, I still don't know why 9 ended up in there. I mean, this could just be talking about kings, because we've only got so many lost treasures left. These kings, we have the queens, anagrams of this anagram to resolve. Justice is the emperor and the empress. That out just yet, but it's a seems like it's not going to be an anagram, which is even more confusing. And then we have that. Oh well, back to anagrams. Either of these. Maybe that leave. Also, very unlikely for a treasure. And that would leave the using the Z is the hard part. I don't think that's how we're going to use the Z. Hmm. Are the right letters for the queens, aren't they? Yes, they are. Okay. Should be looking for some kind of precious substance for precious material of some kind for the first word, most likely. Oh, or a precious metal gem. I mean, obviously we've had mahogany, so it's not always like that. Some other words that could end up in one of these, like marble. That doesn't fit in any of the anagrams that I have to do, including this one. Precious stones. I mean, emerald is correct length here, but we do not have letters. But we might have letters here, though. Okay, give me it. Okay, so we had a fellow here, but we take emerald. That that leaves I think that's the letters it leaves. Just confirm that. 2 R's. The F is not used. We have 3 E's. L's. Yes, okay, those are the letters left, so it's probably going to be okay. Emerald. Um, Emerald. Bad at anagrams. I mean, I could use an anagram solver, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, emerald flower. Emerald flower. Ah, I like that. Okay. Let's fix that in our notes. Um, also, just delete all that. Back. Emerald flower. Hey, we got one solved. I liked Fellow Dreamer, but obviously it was not not the right pattern. Still don't know. I still don't really know how to make progress on those. Okay, so name some more precious materials. Topaz is too short. Um, that's not even precious. Silver. We got letters. That's the point. We haven't used silver anywhere here. Have we got letters for silver? No. No, we have not. Platinum is far too long. Um, Obviously, things that do not even slightly fit are out of the question. And yes, hello to you too. I did see you lurking. Yeah. I mean, this is the end game. To be honest, the end game has been a bit easier than I've been expecting. I say that despite being walled on two lost treasures and having trouble with two more anagrams. Hmm. Precious materials starting with A. I am drawing a blank. With B. We have the letters for bronze here. It's not especially precious, but we have the letters for bronze. Any of the letters can be in either word. It's one anagram. So bronze. And what letters do we have left? That we have the U, S, E, T, T, E. Bronze statue, bronze statue. Well, that took some doing. Okay. One more anagram, then I have some real problems left. Materials starting with C that use these letters. Hmm. Crystal, crystal. Are the letters for crystal in here? Yes, there are. Okay, it's probably crystal then, isn't it? Crystal uses one of the C's. No. Just a minute. Uh, I've been working on this for a bit longer. Um, what letters are even left after that? Uh, just type out the whole thing as we've got it now. Now let's remove the letters of crystal one at a time. So crystal knlik knlik. Okay. What's that? Probably got CK somewhere in it. Um, really? Maybe it's not crystal. It's probably crystal though. Not seeing this. Uh, necklace. Have I got letters for necklace in here? I was just putting together lace because I had the letters for lace in here. Necklace. Yes, yes. Crystal necklace. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I am. Okay, that leaves the stuff with Dove, Vile Shadow, 5 circle. To lift the curse, the Emperor must simply take what is his from what is hers. Ah, Pride, obviously, removing letters of with Dove from both of the Empress's phrases. Oh yes, I thought about lance a few times. I did not notice anklet in there. And this one doesn't even mention that it's confused, so it's probably there probably is no anagram in here somehow, which is Curious. Oh, here's a weird thought. Five circle could also be considered to be the five of pentacles. So we've already used this. Every clue is only used once. The manual says so. And just a reminder, we're looking for this one for a 6-7. 6-7. From these two. Ah, should be the most tractable puzzle at this point, I think. Exactly did the clue say again? I should probably copy this at this point. You know, simply. Simply. Okay, so maybe take in this case means remove letters from the Empress's words and put them in the Emperor's words. The opposite of what I've been doing. This was 7-6, right? No, 6-7. 6-7. What about the letters of Emperor? what about the words his and hers themselves? Probably not. What about the word emperor? Word empress? Actually, let's go back to the manual for a moment and take a look at the emperor and empress cards in it. I messed up, just a sec. It doesn't look like there's anything special about the emperor and empress cards in the manual. While we're here, look at the justice. Is justice even there? No, it's not. I mean, I'd really like to solve this now because it's otherwise I'm going to be stopping with very little left. I might have to do that. Okay, question. If I was to remove all letters of with dove from these two words, only removing one of each of the letters. First off, are they all present? Yes. Okay, second, how many letters would I be left with? We have 10 plus 10, we have 20 letters here. Be left with 13 letters. That is the correct number of letters. Okay, okay, okay. So can't use the V or the I. L. Right, this in back. Been bold, bold underlined. Why not? Bold underlined italic. No, not italic. Vile L remaining. Used the V, I, and E. S, H, A. Yeah, can't use any of those. However, at that point, we have used the everything from WibDove except the F. So is that 13 letters up here? Should be. Yes, it is. However, this is not meant to have to be an anagram. So the letters that are definitely going to be there are SAs. So can't really have a I or a B before that. You would need to have an E. The E need to have one of the E's here. Currently looking for a 7-letter word. I believe it was a 7-letter word first or a 7-letter word second. 6-letter word first. No, I think this is going to have to be treated as an anagram. Okay. So even though it doesn't say that it's confused. I couldn't think of anything for A as a material, but take another look. No. Must be something beginning with L. Use got 2 L's in here. I'm going to take a brief break and then come back for a final attempt. I'll just leave this screen up for now so you can think about the anagram. Actually, I'll type it into here. So I had the only thing I've realised while I was away is that I have the letters for eclair in here, which is definitely not helpful. I don't think eclair anything is of the lost treasures of the land. Quite likely for a material to end with LE or AL. So I might be in the first word looking for 4 letters, then LE or AL. Another 6-letter word. We've got letters for here, racial, but that's not useful. Icicle. Oh, I don't know, maybe. I guess I should consider it. From these letters. Leaves. This is very silly. It's not going to be. Yeah. Don't know why I'm even considering this. No. Let's be sensible. It's not icicle. Hold up, I said silver earlier. We haven't used silver. We have the letters for silver in here, don't we? Okay. Should have come up with that sooner. I even said silver earlier. I think those are the correct remaining letters. Double check that. Copy. Good thing I checked, because those are not the remaining letters. Okay. Silver chalice. Chalice. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. One left. One left. Fortunately, it's one that I don't understand, because every one of these before I had to put example into this grid. Do not flash like that, please. I had to put letters red Errand into oops, get out of editing mode. Red Errand into the respective respective cell of the map that you found those letters in. For these ones, I got clues that words of the four, and that went into the cell. But these don't seem to work like that, because one thing, there are not enough words between those four alone. I have to add this one for some reason. I've not got the correct number of spaces within these cells of the map. Bicycle halves, and that's quite funny. Also, I didn't come home clerical shiv. That's not that's definitely a funny answer. Hmm. Here's the problem though. I mean, the word of start. I know what the relevant words are, but there's no clear indication to me as to where into the grid I'm going to put them. I mean, I've just done something arbitrary here. I've decided we have got the correct number of words to go across with each one of them, but how do I know which one goes where? Well, it could be that I'm just meant to reason it out. It could be. It could be there's no clue as to where. In which case, it's most likely it's not. It could start with E. Actually, just a minute. What pattern are we looking for? We're looking for 7-5. Could start with E. Could start with J. Could start with H. It's not actually very helpful. Well, let's swap hex and We only have 2 5-letter words. Okay, swap hex and joy, because we're starting to get the letters for fueled. So lead and corn, swap those. Hex and wish and corn. It's not 9. Or it is 9. Just, no, wait a minute. Swap care and corn. Okay, okay, there we go. There we go. There was no logic, you just had to do it, and it wasn't actually unreasonable. Okay, the gift of wisdom. Lots of flashing. Okay. Now, if you want to talk about epilepsy, you need to see the 99 enchantments, but I do not recommend watching the 99 enchantments. I put an epilepsy warning at the start of the YouTube upload for it. Okay, and so the fool heeded the advice of the magician and visited every corner of the land, gathering the knowledge he needed to restore the 14 lost treasures and preparing himself for the wrath of the evil high priestess. There are the treasures. Oh, that's that. Or is it? Oh, oh yeah, you couldn't, ow. At least that was brief. Only part 3? I think there have been more epilepsy warnings than that. Oh, we're a card now. Eh. I'll tell her. Oh, one last puzzle? Okay. Please stop with the flashing. I'm not sure if I'm still going to be able to... I think I'm going to note this because I do not know if it's going to stay up. It probably will. I shouldn't have to note this, surely. Oh, okay, I don't have... apparently I do not have to solve it. I probably should have tried. The answer is incorrect, though, apparently. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take another look at that. Thank you for the game, no thank you for all the flashing. Oh, this referred to the Fool and his money way back in 1987, huh? So that game was actually planned for 25 years. Yes, it would be nice if it had music, but what are you gonna do? Well, I suggested something to do, which is play some music yourself in the background. Okay, I just want to actually load up from my own video of that. I don't want to display all the flashing again. Now, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to temporarily blank the capture. I'm going to play the finale again. You probably shouldn't type inscription spoilers into the chat. Not because I'm going to play it. I'm not. In fact, I decided that I just don't like that style of card game enough to play Inscription, but because Zero F might want to play it. I don't remember. Zero, have you already played Inscription? Oh, you're already spoiled on that. Okay, yeah, fine. Go ahead, type whatever spoiler you want to into the chat. I'm just going through the finale again without showing it. Just no flashing. Oh yes, I guess it is a bit similar to the. I see where you're coming from. I'm not going to say that, but I'm not going to say what you mean for the video, so I don't just needlessly spoil someone. Inscription. One last puzzle. Screen flashing. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, let's just try substituting those letters. So edit, have get the right stylus tip. Now, dot. Oh, I would have thought that one hog with the H is a hag with the A highlighted means that we have an A as well as the three H's and an E as well as the four O's. Probably have an L here. I guess opposite the B, maybe we have a B. Not enough letters. Sure, let's see what we got. We got do think that we're going to need more letters than that. TT, HH, A, O, E, D, O, L. What if we were meant to read these in a compass order some way, like meant to read the west first? Okay, just a minute. Let me take a look at. Are there any unused hints? Search the land for 4 mystic spells. I don't think we ever did that. Unless the 4 mystic spells are the ciphers, in which case we did that. And the fool is the one who will save the land. Oh, there's probably fool in here. Make this bigger, much bigger. No, just a minute. This bigger. So we don't end up. We use the letters from the fool from there. There's going to be at least one the in here. or that potentially, but potentially death. Whoops. Uh, Clearly not. Well, I would think not. Let me just. Put the back in. No, I'm just. Obviously, he just said the ball just answered with the Book of Thoth, which is just using the letters. The upper part, this puzzle. Perhaps also relevant is the picture, which is showing the moon and the world. I may also still be missing two letters from this. Well, okay, it uses the word is repeatedly, so maybe I'm just meant to change those letters. That's quite likely. What did I just do? Hate Android sometimes. So the only B is actually a D. One of the H's is an A. A is actually an L. And we still have all letters with full in here, so I'm still going to assume we're probably using full. Just copy this. Glad you got it. Oh god, yeah. We still have def, so let's try def. Basically, we have that potentially. Don't think that's doesn't leave us with very good letters, does it? Just checking that I have in fact got the right letter, haven't I? Let's see. T H H A. I may not have the right letters. Okay, just delete all that and try again. Make sure. BTT HHA. Whoa, E FDO EL. Remove full and deaf again. It's deaf to the full. Okay. Now we understand the finale. Once again, let's have a bit of flashing. Sorry about this. It's not the Book of Thoth. It's not the Book of Thoth. It's Death to the Full. Oh yeah, for sure. She definitely would have killed him anyway. Okay, solved for real now. Now, I probably will play The Fool and His Money, but not until I've played the other two back games by Cliff Johnson, which are quite well known. There is 3 in 3, which is meant to be very good. But there's also one which I don't think anyone has a playthrough of on the entire internet. Now, this is probably because it's not going to be terribly interesting. So, it made what was meant to be the first of a series of games using the Puzzle Gallery engine, which he made. And the first game, and indeed only game in the series, is called At the Carnival. Now, I don't think that it has a meta puzzle. So, on the one hand, it's going to be fairly easy to rush through. On the other hand, it's not going to be a very interesting playthrough. Nobody wants to see it, probably. Nobody is very interested in that game, but nobody's played it, or at least nobody's made a Let's Play or saved their streams of it. Then, really, I've got to play it, haven't I? I mean, nobody else has. So, that is chronologically the next game, so yes, I'll be playing that. I may not be playing it immediately. I think the Fool's Errand was quite interesting in the end. I was expecting the meta puzzle to be a bit harder, but then again, I struggled a decent amount with it. Could have done with less word searches. Definitely could have done with less word searches. But yes, next casual playthrough maybe something that was on my list before this, or I might just what I might do is I might do short streams of just as much of the puzzle gallery as I feel up to, just on days where I would otherwise not commit to a more involved playthrough, because I don't think the puzzle gallery is going to be very involved. I will say that his other two games on the Mac have both color and I've briefly launched both of them, and I've confirmed that they have more sound. They do not just have buzzing and beeping. So it probably won't be quite as bad to stream without music. Anyway, that will definitely do for today. I'll stream when I next stream, which may be the puzzle gallery at some point during the week, or it may be one of my challenge runs. Who knows? Goodbye.